All right, so Haruka Karibu has not streamed in a while, and she popped up to let us know why she hasn't been streaming. Now, this is a longer video, 23 minutes. So usually a video like this, maybe like 10-minute clip, but I guess she has a lot to really tell us. So I'm excited to hear this and maybe even talk about it if we have something to add or talk about. Let's go ahead and check this out. Why Haruka hasn't streamed lately.
A lot.
And
I
I'm gonna be
guess I
eating
can
fruit.
start off by saying, I'm sorry for dipping off of the planet again. Without even
Is this
talking or
frequent?
communicating with
Does she
y'all.
normally take
That's a
breaks?
really bad habit of mine. So what do I
Hmm,
want to talk about?
a habit.
I guess the reason why I kind of left the planet out of nowhere. This is gonna sound very dramatic. There are a lot of times where you guys ask me, how are you doing? Are you okay? And I'll be honest that no, I'm not doing okay. I am not doing okay. I didn't mean to cry.
Oh man, we're crying right
I
off the
think I
bat.
started crying
Okay.
because I feel like I'm just admitting to myself, everybody, that no, I'm not doing okay. Even though I say I'm
Good.
always okay to everybody.
And that's good. That's part of healing. You got to let yourself know like, yeah, you're not all right, but you can always get better.
And I feel so bad for lying. I try to really hide that
Mm,
I was okay. I think the first sign is the fact that I wasn't streaming for 3 to 4 months. But even when people asked if I was fine, I was like, "Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm just vibing." And I
you
feel
ain't
so sorry
vibing.
for lying. So it's just sort of, I guess it's just me finally admitting that I'm not okay. I was not expecting to do random bursts of crying, and I'm really sorry if that seemed disingenuous or anything. But I'm so sorry if it does come across that way.
Can somebody let me know what aboba is? What is that? ABOBA. Everybody's talking about it. I don't know what it is.
And I hope, I don't want to make you guys pity me or anything. This is just literally me because I just feel like I owe you guys all an explanation as to why I haven't been here in 3 to 4 months. Because there are a lot. I know I felt so bad. Everyone was always asking when I was going to stream next, why I'm not streaming, etc. And I just felt worse and worse. So I was like,
Understandable.
I owe you guys an explanation as to why. One of the many reasons why I have been inconsistently streaming is I am very severely, extremely burnt out. I don't know what else.
Understandable.
There's really not that much self-explanatory with that
Yeah,
one.
there it is.
It's just been hard to do things. My brain's not wanting to brain, yeah. And I have this very bad habit of when I feel really shit, like I have been, I think, almost this entire year, I self-isolate quite a lot, hence why I didn't stream this much. That's a really bad habit of mine. I self-isolate very heavily. That's why I've also just kind of not been in clubs less and less.
That's the hard part, right? With isolation, when it comes to isolating herself. I don't know what she's doing while she's isolating, but you know, isolating on your own is not necessarily a bad thing. It's just if you aren't doing anything to contribute to your health getting better, that's when it's a bad thing. So like when you isolate and you're on your own, that's totally fine. Like if she's doing some type of breathing meditation or something to help her focus on, trying to get better. And like if she's isolating, maybe she's writing in a journal, these things can help you become better. But if she's just isolating and just like staring on her phone or like doom scrolling or something, definitely it will make your condition worse. And honestly, when it comes to being burnt out, like honestly, I've felt the same way several times, right? And honestly, when it comes like to me and the way that I view like my content now, it's like I want to progress and do more. So which is why like we're watching this video on Haruka. Like whenever we have videos like this where it's like deeper than just hee hee haha, these are like my favorite type of videos because I feel like I'm actually contributing to something besides just laughing. So like when it comes to Haruka, like when I watch her streams, like and that's just recent, right? When we watched her clips and stuff, like she's having a good time. At least it seems like that, right? She's laughing, she's collabing a lot. I'm not too sure what the root cause is when it comes to her wanting to isolate, but we're going to continue the video so we can hopefully find out. But yeah, when it comes to just isolation, hopefully she's doing something while isolating that can make her progress and become better.
Because I just been self isolating and it's really bad. Don't do what I do. It's just been hard to talk to people because of that, because I self-isolate quite a lot. That's kind of one of the main
Understandable.
reasons why I wasn't streaming. And again, how do I sound this? How do I say this without like patting myself on the back? I have no way of saying this, but
A pat on the back.
without sounding like I'm patting myself on the
Hey,
back
if it's
for,
a
wow,
win,
you're
it's a
so good
win.
at this.
If it's a win,
Self
it's a
pat.
win.
No, because this is something you shouldn't really be self patting yourself, because I want to think that I'm really good at hiding my feelings. Because there are
That's
times
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that is kind of funny. It's like she wants to hide her feelings, but she's not doing a good job at it. But it's like, I don't know, like it's kind of funny, but it's not at the same time. But I'm glad she got the chuckle. Like honestly, laughter is some of the best medicine. So if she can laugh at her situation, it'll boost her energy and boost her mood. So like laughing is absolutely good.
where I'll be really upset and then I'll be doing something and I pretend that everything is fine because I just really don't want people to worry about my well-being.
Now that's different.
I
That's
don't know.
absolutely
I
different.
think I'm the biggest asshole for doing something like that. So I would rather focus on other people than have people focusing on me, because I really
That's
don't want to say that
that's
super
that's
bad negative thought
self-destructive.
into my brain.
That's self-destructive, man.
But I think
You can't take care of other people if you cannot take care of yourself. That's like the type of people that want to go into a relationship, but they don't even love themselves. Like, how can you love somebody else? How can you help somebody else? You got to deal with your problems first before you can go out and try and help other people, man. And it sucks because I know a lot of people don't like dealing with their issues, but honestly, you have to if you don't want to end up isolating, becoming, more self-defeating. You have to deal with these problems, man. And it is tough. Like, nobody says it's easy because it's not. But yeah, definitely you should get some help. You have friends, you get a therapist, whatever. Like, there are things to help you get better in this world. So I hope she does start doing that. This is a good step, like coming out to your stream, like, hey, I'm having issues. I want to get better, or well, she hasn't said she wants to get better, but she like when she came out on stream to actually announce this is like a step towards becoming better. So even if she doesn't say she wants to get better, like this is actively making her better,
you
which
guys
is
know what I'm
absolutely
trying to
amazing.
imply.
That's what I like to
That's just
see.
how I've been feeling, which actually kind of helps with whatchamacallit, segueing into the next point
Segue.
is just how my brain has been doing.
Hmm,
My self-confidence is probably very fucking low.
hmm,
Extremely low. It was low before, but it's even lower now. It's been really, really low. And then you would get into this vicious cycle in your brain to where the longer I don't stream, the more I feel guilty about not streaming. However, I
yes,
cannot get out of bed, so I'm
yes,
just sad all
yes.
day.
It's stuck in a negative feedback loop. Yes,
And that's been happening for several months.
that's
Yeah,
not good.
and I just been feeling my confidence is very, very shit. And I feel just guilty for not doing any cool shit. Like,
Hmm.
I compare myself a lot, to especially to my past self. And it's
It's
a
good
bad
to
habit.
see it's good to see big people in the community here to support her. I just saw Tricky Wee and I see Pumpkin Potion is also here. Like it's good to see that people in the community are taking like care to be around her when she's in her time of need. This is good.
Of mine, but I compare myself to others as well. And I'm like, I'm so happy all my friends are doing cool shit. And then I look at myself going, oh, Haruka, you haven't done fucking shit in 2 years ever since you joined Shoujo.
And that's the terrible part right there. She is comparing herself to her friends, which unfortunately is common, right? Social media, everybody can see everybody else post their best moments. Remember, it's social media, it's already a facade, guys, right? And I'm talking to you, the viewer, as well. Like, this stuff is a facade. People are posting them going on trips, they're doing amazing things, they're posting their adventures, but they don't post the issues that they have. Everybody on this planet has issues, and they never show that. They only show the best possible scenarios that they have. And they even be faking it some of the times. And for Haruka to sit and compare herself, absolutely terrible because comparison is the thief of joy. If you want to be happy about who you are or what you have, do not compare it to somebody else because that's how you ruin it, right? If you just got a brand new Corvette straight off the lot, You paid for it in cash. That is an absolute win. But if you see somebody drive past you in a Lamborghini, you would sit there and say, dang, I wish I was like that guy. Dang, he got it made. Yet you are sitting in a brand new vehicle as well, man. If you try and compare yourself to somebody, there's always somebody to compare yourself to that is doing better than you. Because there's always going to be people in life that are doing better than you, but they are not you. They're not living in your life, right? There are great moments that you have in your life. But if you're sitting and comparing it to all these other people, especially if it's with social media, right? When people are just showing the best parts of themselves, you're in a no-win scenario, man. Like honestly, deleting Instagram, I've been off Instagram for over 2 weeks, right? It's made me way more happy because I'm not watching other people. And that's also the shitty part. I don't get to see my friends succeed. I like seeing my friends succeed, but it's like you need to focus on yourselves, guys. Like when it comes to this world and this life, like it's cool to like see your friends do good and give them a pat on the back, but do not compare yourself. Like she just said, she sees her friend do cool things and now she's in a self-defeating mentality. I haven't done anything since I joined VShojo. Girl, you're in VShojo. You know how many people would love to be in the position you're in, right? You're collabing with some of the most influential people in the VTube industry, right? You're getting to hang out with like friends, like, and you're getting paid to do it, right? But if you're comparing, you're gonna feel like you're falling short, man. And like honestly, do not compare yourselves. Like you guys do, don't compare yourself to somebody else, man. Live your life and follow what you enjoy. Let's continue.
Really nice brains, having those kind of
Boom, bow, bow the well, right here. Boom. Comparison is the thief of joy. Exactly, exactly, bro. 100%.
feelings, so it's been hard to, stream and stuff because of that. And I've also just been getting increasingly more anxious each time because, to be honest, I'm still recovering from the shittiest year of my life, which is 2023. 2023 was probably arguably one of the worst years of my life. It's one of those days, one of those years where you think bad shit after bad shit after bad shit keeps happening and happening and happening, and you feel like life is really testing you, right?
Yes, it is.
And so I have gotten increasingly more sad and very anxious, and I'm still recovering for all the shit of 2023. It was a lot of shit that happened behind the scenes, and I didn't even tell any of my friends that happened.
Bro, this video is so hard to watch for me.
Lots of shit. I think that's kind of what.
Like what she just said, she's anticipating bad things to happen. If you anticipate bad things to happen, don't be surprised when bad things happen to you. You can't be, man, and this is hard because everybody has their own issues. Everybody has their own problems and fights their own battles. Today, I was supposed to be in Bangkok, right? I actually missed my flight, but I wasn't down about it. Instead, I was like, okay, well, I missed my flight. That's okay. Let's do something else, right? I went to go do CrossFit and I met a young entrepreneur and we talked about this type of situation, right? Living your life and following your goals and more stuff like that. Like I met a legitimately amazing person today because like not because I missed my flight, but missing my flight led to a great opportunity, right? Things in this world and things in this life, legitimately, it comes down to mentality. But right now, Haruka obviously is not in a great mentality. And I think that's the first thing. Like one of the first things that she has to fix is her mentality and the way that she looks at things, because she is going to suffer, right? Depression is real, 100%. But the crappy part about depression is it's like you're constantly going to be stuck in this negative feedback loop, and then negative things seemingly are going to happen to you, but really it's just like another challenge. Like she said, like it feels like life is testing her. It absolutely is testing you because it's waiting for you to do something better, to become better, to go into that next stage of your evolution, of your growth. And of course, not many people are going to see that. They're just going to see that, oh man, something bad happened to me. Oh, something bad happened to me. And it's like, it really does suck. And my battery is dying in my headphones. This is terrible. Let's continue.
What started happening, I guess. I'm being vague because it's a lot of personal stuff and I don't want to like talk about it because it's all personal stuff. But basically 2023 really fucking sucked and I'm still recovering from all the shit that happened to me. I'm okay now.
All right, we're back. Ignore this thing hanging from my ear. I got to charge the headphones. Let's continue.
Mentally I'm not, but my feet are on the ground and that's good enough. you know?
There you
Yeah, it
go.
was just hard
Let's
getting
go,
back
girl.
into streaming, especially around 2023 when a lot of personal stuff was happening to me. And then I just over time I started streaming less and less, and then the brain goblins got worse and worse and worse. The terrible vicious cycle of not doing cool stuff. I haven't streamed. I'm letting people down, etc., etc., etc. Like first
Bro,
getting sick at the beginning of the year.
bro, you
That
can't
was a
help
nice way
that.
to start the beginning of the year, wasn't
You
it?
can't help getting sick.
Bronchitis really fucked me up, bro.
Bro, you got
Holy. I'm
bronchitis. You know how serious bronchitis is? Please stop beating yourself up over stuff that you cannot control.
sorry if this is TMI, but there were times, I swear, I'm sorry this will be TMI. There were times during stream I would mute myself because I was coughing so goddamn much. And I will have to throw up in the toilet because I was coughing so much. But because I threw up so much, I I felt fine and I continued streaming. So bronchitis really fucked me up, dude. I don't know how the fuck I still have my lungs to this day. Um, really fucking sucked. I think that was the sickness. Having that and COVID too was probably the worst sickness I've ever felt. I really don't wish that on anybody. Holy. Recovering
This,
bronchitis and getting COVID and then healing from it, but then bronchitis stays around. Holy, that sucked. You know what I mean?
yes, it's
And I'm still,
serious,
I
man.
guess, recovering from that. So
Yes, you
it
probably
was
still
really
are.
such a really fucking off year, and that's kind of the reason why I haven't been streaming much as well. Now I have another bullet point. I'm a little I might cry from this bullet point because
That's okay.
this is vulnerable stuff, and this is
But
where I
laugh.
want to preface or disclaimer
Preface.
that these are my
Preface.
own feelings.
Preference.
Everyone is
Preference.
wonderful. I love my friends a lot. I just want to let you guys know that they're all wonderful people, right? It's just my feelings and stuff. And that's why I was letting people, that's why I was like, hey Ken, can you let everybody in Shoujo know about the stuff I'm gonna talk about? Because I'm really worried that it might look bad on them, and I really don't want this to look bad on them because I love them with all my heart. Because this is literally a me problem and it's my own feelings kind of problem. So I'm really nailing it in y'all's head that they're all very wonderful people. But the thing I talked about earlier about comparing myself, yeah, I was doing that quite heavily, quite a lot, comparing myself a lot. And unfortunately, I've been comparing myself a lot with everybody else in Bishoujo, with all my friends in Bishoujo. I'm very proud of everybody in Bishoujo. I really am. I really am. I like watching all their cool stuff. I get so proud, honestly. And because of that, shit, like, sorry. I wrote this down because this is one of the main bullet points I want to talk about because it affected me a lot mentally. And that's what I'm trying to say.
Bro, you can hear her trying not to break down.
That
This is
I'm
crazy.
scared of saying this out
This is
loud.
absolutely crazy. But do it.
Because
It
I
makes you
keep
braver.
comparing myself a lot, especially to all my friends in Bishoujo. I felt I was very inadequate as a VTuber and a
Please don't tell
content
me
creator
this
as a
is where I
whole,
think this is
and I
going.
felt like I didn't really deserve to be in Bishoujo. I felt I was holding them back in a way. I really did. Because I wasn't doing cool projects or hanging out with the community or doing extravagant things or even just existing. I felt like I didn't really deserve to be shoujo or even to be in this position. And that really ate me a lot. I'm not very talented at singing or not very entertaining or anything like that. I'm just a little guy. And I'm just going.
Haru, you're you, and that's what makes you special. Your difference. You being dense, right? You not knowing when people are hitting on you, right? Like your personality and who you are is why people watch you. It's not about if you can sing, it's not about if you can dance, it's not about any of that. Every single person is envy shoujo that does their own thing, and you excel at whatever it is that you are currently doing. Again, comparison is the thief of joy, man. And to compare yourself with the people that you are working with, eh, that hurts extra hard because like she got to remember, like, yeah, she is working with a lot of stars, Her herself, she is a star, but she just doesn't understand that. She doesn't understand how bright that she shines, to be honest. She doesn't realize it. Like she has her own energy, her own abilities that she brings to the table that maybe she's just not aware of. And like, it's absolutely sad to hear this, man. Like you are like Haruka, you are doing your thing. You are doing your thing. Just stop comparing. L- it's not good for your health.
I don't know how the fuck they accepted me to be JoJo. Oh, the bad feelings are really coming out now. And so, because of this year, with me not streaming much, I just felt like, God, I don't think I even should be even collabs because I'm not even doing anything with my own stuff. I felt guilty. I felt bad. I felt like I didn't deserve to be in VShojo
That's her
because
thoughts.
I'm not consistent.
That's her thoughts speaking that shit.
And the reason why I put that down because that really fucking ate me a lot on the inside. I want to say more, but it's really negative things.
That's her
and
thoughts.
I'm trying to not be super negative. And that's why I'm saying that I love all the girls and Kudo. All the girls. I love them all so much and I'm so happy that they're thriving. But I feel like that I was a dead weight. That makes sense. Because I'm not doing anything. And I felt like I didn't really deserve to be in Bishojo because I promised myself I would do all these great things. And then 2023 happened. And then 2024.
Bro, you can still do great things, bro. I talked about this on a daily dose of hope, man. A lot of people tend to put a time limit on their success. You want to do great things? You can do great things. You just don't have to put a time limit on that shit. You don't got to say, "Oh, I want to do this by a certain age," or "I want to do this by next year." Like, no, just say you want to do it and then take the steps to actually do it, to become it. If your goal is to become something, just take the steps into doing it, but don't give yourself a time period. You can't put a time frame on every single thing that you do, man. And honestly, I think it goes part with like the whole issue when it comes to the world nowadays with like this instant gratification, right? People want to get whatever it is that they want to get and they want it now. They want it on demand or they want it at a certain time frame. At the end of the day, bro, it'll come when it comes. Pause, but you just got to wait for it to show up. Like, just keep moving towards whatever it is that you want to achieve, and that thing will eventually come. You just have to wait, man. Like, so many people. And on top of comparing yourself, like, if people are doing cool stuff back to back and it takes you a minute to do something, bro, you shouldn't be looking at it like, dang, it took me so long to get this done. You should be happy that you actually got to do it.
That thought alone really hated my guilt feeling, and my self confidence. That's why I wrote that down as a bullet point because that thought really fucks me over. But
Yes, her thoughts. Remember, guys, you are not your thoughts. You are a being that observes your thoughts, and you can practice this stuff with meditation, living in the moment, deep breathing. If you are deep breathing, that gives you the ability to focus on the now, focus on your breath. When you feel your breath, when you feel the ground beneath your feet, that is you living in the moment. Because when you're stuck in your thoughts, you're either thinking about the past regrets or future failures that might not even be a failure. You're too busy thinking. You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts will eat you up and spit you out because your thoughts are not you. You are just a being that can observe your thoughts, and sometimes you get sucked into them. So take that as a message to remember to live in the present and live in the now. Live right now. Whatever it is that you're doing, if you're watching this video in the background, whatever it is that you're doing right now, acknowledge that you are doing this. You are washing the dishes, you are vacuuming, you are playing video games, you are, I don't know what you're doing right now, but whatever it is that you're doing, acknowledge that you are doing it. Acknowledge that shit, bro. Live in the now. Stop thinking so much, man. That goes for everybody. A lot more people could do with this good advice of just not thinking too much by living in the right now, man. Those voices, they will eat you alive if you let it.
that's why I was saying that this is not anyone's fault. This is literally just because I'm my own stupid brain golems that really fucked me over. So yeah, I compare myself too much, and I'm an idiot.
Absolutely,
For doing
you
that.
compare yourself too
Don't
much.
be like me. I still
I
view
wouldn't call you
myself
an
as
idiot for
just a
doing
guy,
it. A lot of people do it.
and I don't know. I still think I'm very inadequate for this. I'm hoping it'll pass at some point. I don't know. I'm just a
It
very
can.
negative person and I try and
It
keep that
can.
hidden. That's just basically the gist of it. Um, and then, my last bullet point, I still feel extremely guilty about it, but, I just wanted to apologize once again for not continuing the subathon. I'm still trying to think of ways to make up for the hours. I was thinking, this is not set in stone, this is me just thinking out of the top of my head. I was thinking maybe once I'm back up to speed, I don't know when, I could stream like 12 hours every day to make up the hours at least.
Bro, there's no such thing as making up the hours, bro. You messed up the subathon. Okay. And bro, if you didn't do it, you didn't make it. Okay, just acknowledge you didn't make it, bro. Just do something else. You don't have to try and come back to it, especially if the subathon was maybe something that helped burnt you out in the first place, right? To guarantee that you were going to sit and stream for the public audience because they give you money that increases the time. Like, bro, subathons are absolutely another version of hell. Like, I don't know how people do this stuff, but like, if it's for charity, okay, I get it. But guys, man, like, I would say let her off the hook personally. Like, she didn't complete the subathon, okay, but maybe it's a personal thing. Maybe she wants to try and redeem herself. I mean, if you want to try and redeem yourself, go for it, but just be aware that, you know, you're gonna have to roll with those punches, man. And if you fail again, that's gonna hurt 10 times as much as if you decided, hey, I didn't make it. Let's just do something else. But I wish you luck and may the odds ever be in your favor.
Because I still feel pretty bad about the guilty feeling that adds to the guilty feeling of, that kind of
Guilt,
thing. But
of
I
course.
want to at least, make it up to you guys with that. So I'm not sure how, but I want to figure that out. I hope I was able to explain everything clearly.
You don't have to do anything more than just yourself. Nobody's as disappointed in you. There's no minimum achievement you need to reach to earn your place to belong. You can do anything you want, and you can even fail or forget to do things. You don't have to be anything more than just a little guy. You being here with everybody. Shout out to InVenture for writing that heartfelt message.
Really, just again another apology
I'm
to all
glad
my
her chat is
friends
so
who are
supportive.
watching. That I'm sorry I didn't open up. I am very terrible at that because I would rather focus on
Bro,
you
this is a
than
W
you
chat.
focus on
This is
me.
absolutely a W chat, bro.
So I don't like making people worry about a little on me.
This chat is
So
amazing.
yeah, I don't know what else to really say. Just once again, I love you, Shoujo, with all my heart. I really do. I love all my friends. It's just me being a dumb idiot thinking these stupid things, and I just got worried that being open about my feelings, I don't want to cause any trouble.
There's no trouble.
That's why I was really heavily on disclaimer. I was really fucking nervous for this. So I'm really
Understandable.
bad at being vulnerable and opening up. I really am. I was shitting myself. I was on Kamamon earlier because I needed a distraction. Because I was so fucking nervous about this whole thing. I really am hoping that maybe even talking to you guys about this will help me move on, maybe, from all
Yes,
this
this
stuff.
is a step
I'm
towards
not
that.
sure
Yes,
if it would be a
absolutely.
big impact for myself or not. I'm hoping at least there will be some impact to where I could go back to how I was 4 years ago.
There's no going back. You just have to go forward and become a better version of yourself.
That makes sense. This is also going to be really incredibly cheesy. There's a song that even in my youth that I heavily related to. I
Let's
won't
hear
play
it.
it obviously because I want to just vibe to this kind of song, but there's a song that I really heavily relate to, and it's it's a vocalized song. Holy shit, what gives? That's crazy. That's crazy.
What's it about?
Wow. I guess I could
Wow.
pin the link of the music video if you guys want to
Whoa,
watch, but
whoa, the chat's going
the
crazy.
song is Period, and it's basically just a
Period.
clown that likes to make jokes and silly things to make people laugh and not having people kind of worrying about them. And I always cry listening to this song because it fucking hurts my heart because it's literally, I relate to that song so much. It's literally most of my life. Which sucks. Don't do what I do. Don't do what I do. It's awful. It's so shit. Don't do what I do. I can see you chat now. Hello. I'm so sorry if I missed any messages. I really wanted to focus on my feelings and stuff. I'm sorry for ignoring you guys to talk about myself. Man, why do I still do jokes even now? Man, god damn it. I really don't want to say that I want to try and be consistent again. I don't know. I don't want to promise you guys anything, especially with my mental state. Because I've always be like, I'm gonna try and be consistent with streaming. Now I do it for a week and then shit hits the fan. And I'm sad.
Exactly.
So,
don't promise anything.
I'm sorry for being very consistent.
There you go.
If I do
apologize
stream,
and move forward.
If I do, I'm not quitting. God forbid, I'm not quitting.
Never
I love
quit.
this shit way too much. I love hanging out with you guys too much,
That's what I like to hear.
despite me hating myself. I love you guys a lot. Very platonically and not parasocially.
Yeah, my ass.
I just want to let you guys know, to anyone who's wearing I'm not quitting.
Good.
I'm just a fucking idiot. I just wanted to reassure you guys. I saw there were people going, oh, I was getting worried about the death flags you're giving us. Death flags as in the forbidden word graduation. But guys, if I graduate, I'm fucked. I don't have a college degree. I'm fucked, guys. I gotta
a college
stay.
degree.
I have nothing left. I'm gonna be 30 next year. I'm actually fucked. I can't graduate now. I'm fucked, guys. Bruh. You expect me to work at a 9-to-5 job? I'd be like,
hell
hello,
no.
chat. And it's some old lady going, oh, hello. I'd be like, oh shit, right. An old lady. That'll be $50, ma'am. I'm so sorry. I know I'm crying, and now
Damn,
I'm doing humor. Humor's my coping mechanism. It really is.
And it's good.
I'm sorry
Keep
if this is disingenuous. Jesus
no, that's
Christ.
not disingenuous.
I can't be. I hate myself sometimes, man. Just marry Ari. Honestly, yeah. That's all solve my problems.
Bro, you guys already promised to marry each other.
You're absolutely right.
That's set in
So
stone.
yeah, just once again, I'm sorry to all my friends.
Check that out. That was a good video.
That I lied saying that I was okay. I'm not okay. But yeah. I don't know if this is a huge relief or not. I feel like I'm running on adrenaline right now. I think I actually will probably cry when I end stream.
That's okay.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say before I got sidetracked, when I let you guys know when I stream, I'm probably just gonna be a PNG little guy, if that's all right. I think. I don't know how to really explain this. I don't know how to really explain this other than going, I feel like I don't really deserve to be in my model, or I feel like the current me doesn't fit my model.
Wow.
If that makes sense. Because I feel like a really small little guy.
Wow.
You know, the Fugi.
Wow.
Everyone's so used to the Fugi.
That's
I feel like I'm just a really little guy. It sucks because, for example, you know, I'm the kind of person that listens to music based on my mood. Like, if I'm really sad, I can't tolerate really happy music. It just, I don't know. Yeah. So that's kind of why the whole setup is like, I can't really be in the happy-go-lucky forest background, very happy, energetic self. I'm just a little guy.
There's an interesting psychology behind that.
PNG guy. You know how it is, right? I think that's kind of the cool thing with being creative, is expressing yourself. Wow, wow, Haru. You fucking figured out what being creative is like, man.
Let's go.
Like,
that's a win.
It's like, you so stupid.
That's a win.
Wow.
No, like, bro, you're beating yourself up, bro. Like, yes, you just had a mind blown moment. You had an awakening. Like, you made it to the next level. You had a realization, right? It's important to have realizations, and you should celebrate them, not just beat yourself up because you should have figured it out a long time ago. That's not how life works.
No shit, Haru. That's what being creative's all about, you dumb fuck. It's expressing your feelings, you stupid bitch. No way. Wow.
Like, I get it. It's her comedy. It's her humor. But that is not good for the subconscious, point blank, period.
I figured it out, guys. You understand what I mean, right, guys? So, be nice to her. We love her.
Yes, be nice,
I'll
bro.
try and be
nice to yourself.
I suppose.
I'll try. To be nice to yourself.
But yeah. Yeah. So that's also kind of why, thanks to Useless and Short Advance,
bro, she's a VTuber.
I wanted a PNG that kind of fit the mood that I'm in, and he drew up this little guy. I didn't want her to be too sad, so I asked for a little smile because I don't know. I guess even when I'm sad, I still like to make people laugh. I don't know, man. I'm just a little guy.
Like,
I
bro,
think that's all I really want to talk about. I think.
like this model is a bit like uneasy. Like you got the shadow from the bangs covering the eyes, right? Even though you're smiling, you have the eyebrows in a more uneasy feeling. Like, yeah, this is the look of somebody that's hiding something. W
I
artist.
guess by talking this all out, I can hope that maybe I can move on from my brain goblins.
You
Even if
have to acknowledge them and accept them.
it isn't an instant impact, I'm hoping it'll be like a slow, over
Yes.
time,
Yes, you
step
can.
by
You can
step
fix
kind
it.
of thing, you know?
Yes, yes, you can
I don't
fix
know,
it.
because this shit has been really been eating at me for,
This is
I
part of
think, been eating at me
solutions.
for almost a year and a half now. Time to go see a therapist.
Yes,
That's what I'm actually
everybody should
doing
see a
right now.
therapist.
I just
Good.
started, so we're gonna see how that goes.
Congratulations.
I was like, fuck, man, I need help. So,
Yes, that's good.
I'm starting to see one. I'm learning more about myself. Even though I just started, I went to a therapist that also helps with like neurodivergency too. So it's
That's
really
good.
been kind of like an enlightening experience. Even though I just started. I just started. I think it'll definitely be a long journey for sure. But I'm
That's
pretty
good.
sure I think it will
Yeah,
help in the
yeah.
long run for sure.
It's always a
There's a
long
lot of
journey,
shit that
bro. It's
I'm learning
self-improvement.
that the
Self-improvement.
shit that I do is because I'm autistic, and it's really fucking weird to realize that. You know what I mean? Because like I've said this all the time. I even said this to my therapist. I grew up being thrown that I'm autistic all the time in my youth. But I think it's now that I'm finally acknowledging that I'm autistic. Does that make sense?
Yes, you finally acknowledge it. That is absolutely important. That's an important step because that's who you are, right? For everybody watching this, whatever it is that you have, that's you would like others would consider an issue. You gotta see it as just who you are, bro. Legitimately, that will help you. That will not solve your problems, but it'll be a good step in the right direction. Because when you acknowledge, like, yes, this is something that's inside me, this is who I am, this is a part of you. When you start accepting yourself fully, that is when you can get better. Because a lot of people, they will say they're a good person, and the reason why they say that is because they suppress all the bad parts of them. They suppress all the ego, right? The ego that everybody has. Everybody has an ego, right? Some people have huge egos, some people have big egos, but at the end of the day, everybody has an ego, and the ego would be considered like the dark side, right? When people say you have an ego, they consider that as a negative thing. The thing is, having an ego is not negative. You just need to be able to control your ego, which in itself is a challenge, and it's not an easy it's not an easy thing to work with. Like even me, I have a big ego. Of course I do, right? I'm working in entertainment. You have to have a big ego to be working in entertainment, bro. It's not easy, right? If you don't have a big ego that carries you, right? You got to have an ego that's strong enough to say that I can do this. I can make all of this come true. I will build up my community. I will become a better videographer, whatever. You have to have a big ego to succeed in this industry. That being said, your ego can get overinflated and get too big to the point where it starts jeopardizing all the relationships you have because you start thinking you're more holier than thou, right? So keeping the ego in check, that is part of the challenge, at least for me. So whatever it is for you, whatever that is, whether you're autistic, neurodivergent, blase, blase, that is just part of who you are. And you have to accept that because trying to ignore it will not fix it. Pretending it's not there does not fix it. Hating it does not fix it. If anything, it makes it stronger and it makes it worse. Think about like the best example I can give you is Bleach. You know Zangetsu from Bleach, like the Zanpakuto, Ichigo Zanpakuto had a soul. I had a soul in it, right? That was old man Zangetsu. And later on in the series, we found out there's another Zangetsu. That is just like the human brain, bro. You have you, which would be Ichigo. Then you have the soul, which would be Zangetsu. And then you have something else that's inside of there that you have to reach and find, which I consider to be the ego, but you could also call it whatever else you want to call it. Let's continue.
Like, I was
Good
talking
luck
to
out
her
there.
about my low motivation and all that stuff, and she's saying it's because of the autism. And I'm like, holy fuck, there's an answer to that as to why
Yes.
I'm like this.
Yes.
Even though I'm diagnosed as a baby, there's an answer for this, right? It's crazy. So was I in denial? I think internally I was. I think I
Internally,
still
most
am.
likely.
I don't know how to really explain this, but it's something that I'm used to and something I still don't understand about myself.
Mm.
That I'm somewhat low key. I don't want to say low key because I still want to think I'm normal. And I try to act
That's the hard part, man. What is normal, bro? What is your what is your example of normal? Who can you name on this earth that is normal? Because nobody on this planet is normal. Everybody pretends to be normal. Everybody fits in with the group by pretending to be normal, but when the doors close and they're by themselves, what are they doing? They're not doing what's considered normal. They're being who they are, right? And I think more people need to accept the fact that everybody is different. Every single one of us is different. And I would say like majority of people on this planet are crazy. We're all crazy to a different degree. And it's taking the ability to not just accept yourself, but later on accept the reality that, hey, there are other people out here that are different and they're going to live a different type of lifestyle or have a different type of life, but that doesn't stop them from being human. If anything, that is the human experience that we all share, is our inner struggles. And if anything, I think more people need to let these inner struggles out in a safe and calm, collected manner, like something like therapy or saying it with, talking about it with your friends or family, right? Not just go out and express it out into the open world because that's just not how society works. But yeah, 100%, like accept the fact that you are different and it should start leading in a more positive direction.
like I'm normal. And I get very upset that I'm not normal. That I'm not getting the right thing correctly the first try, or
Bro,
you know,
bro,
how a
that is normal. Not everybody gets it right on the first go.
lot of neurotypical people can do this thing easy and I'm having troubles with it.
Bro, you're comparing
Yeah.
yourself again.
So in a way, I want to think that I am. That's because it's just something that I'm used to, having that term thrown around most of my life. It's my norm. I really don't know how to
It is your
explain this,
norm.
honestly.
It's your
But do
norm.
you understand what I mean? I
I
feel
get
like
what you're
deep down
saying.
I
I'm
was
picking
in
it up.
denial and trying to fight this side of myself for so long and trying to see if I can improve. But
Boom. Lonesome poet in the chat. Normal is different for everyone. Absolutely true.
what I really should be doing is working with it, not against it. But
Yes.
that's what I've been doing all my life, is working against it.
That's not good.
Hard to explain, but I hope you
I'm glad she's
understand.
getting better,
Bye,
bro. Listen,
guys.
listen, bro, from bro, literally from like the like when she was crying and all this, letting all this trauma out versus like the last 20 like the last 3 minutes of the 20-minute section, bro, has been nothing but her acknowledging her issues, acknowledging her faults, and saying she will get better. Bro, exactly. This is exactly why I'm glad she made this like stream. I'm glad this was streamed. I'm glad it was clipped because this is a perfect example of somebody that is acknowledging in their issues and trying to become better. And I hope that more people, especially you guys on the internet, I talk about you guys a lot because I go outside a lot and I meet a lot of people from different backgrounds. Like you can see it in my community post, man. I meet CEOs, I meet well established individuals, I meet veterans, I meet people that work out religiously and consistently, right? They have issues too. And then I talk to them about you guys that are chronically online all the time. And I tell them, hey, my goal is to go from the outside to try and help them from the inside out. And this is perfect example, Haruka. Boom. This is somebody I will point to that somebody that has their own problems and they're online chronically. Well, like she's a streamer, bro. She's over here talking about she's going to stream 12 hours. That's pretty chronic to me, right? You're 12 hours of your life you're going to put towards being online versus doing anything else you could with those 12 hours. To me, that's pretty chronic, right? She is willing to come out to the public and say, I am having issues, I am struggling, and I am going to try and get better. Not only that, she is actively progressing and taking steps into getting better, hence going to therapy for one, for two, going live and announcing to her community, hey, this is my issue. And now it's open to the more wider VTuber audience, which I am absolutely ecstatic for, right? We saw Tricky Wee in the chat, we saw Bow in the chat, we saw a couple other people in the chat that were Also, established streamers. These people also have their own issues that they have to confront with and they have to figure out. Shout out to Bao because I remember in a video with Neurosama, she talked about how she has floor time. Absolutely, that is important, right? She has a yoga mat, she lays on the floor and she's sitting down and she's just relaxing. That is absolutely important. That's part of it's not 100%, but it's part of something called Yoga Nitra. And if you're not familiar with yoga philosophy, this is the stuff that has helped humanity before we had a whole bunch of science shit. And science is just now catching up to all these other philosophies that have been out for centuries, right? So when people say, "Oh, it's not science, science, science," bro, science is not the end all be all because science is always going to change, right? Philosophies also change, but these philosophies have been set in stone for hundreds and thousands of years, right? So when she's doing floor time, that is essentially a part of yoga nitra, being able to lay down, relax your nervous system, and not fall asleep, to focus on just being in the present, focus on your breathing, focus on the sensations of your body on the floor from your fingertips to your knees to your toes, back to the head, back to your chest, right? These are things and tools that can help you become better. But of course, you guys don't know about it, right? So that's why your boy KhunShawn, is going out here reading books, meeting people, traveling the world, trying to fix this stuff so I can help you guys out. So help your boy out by hitting the like button and sharing it with a friend that you think would benefit from what I am preaching, from the words that I'm saying, to make you guys, the chronically online, get a little bit better. Because I believe, personally, this is what I firmly believe, that if more people in society was to work together, our species would be 10 times better. So that is what I'm working towards. I am working towards trying to help I can't say each and every one of you because there are going to be some people that you just cannot help. At the end of the day, that is some real shit. Not everybody, one, is going to want to get better, and two, they're not going to take the actual steps they need to take to become better. At the end of the day, I can show you the door, but it's up to you to walk through that bitch. And if you're not willing to do that, well, then my channel is not for you because I want to just help people. So when it comes to like hee hee ha ha content, I've already said before, I don't mind it, but that is not what I am focused on. I'm not sitting here to laugh with you guys all day over some funny shit that we saw on the internet. Like that stuff is cool. It's hilarious. I agree. But that is not what I want to do. This is the type of stuff I want to do. This is the type of content that I want to leave a mark on because I know for a fact it'll actually help somebody. So if you were able to get some type of wisdom from this video, any type of help, even if it's something like, maybe I should actually talk to my friends more. Maybe I should talk to my family more. Maybe I should try and do things to express myself, whether it's journaling, doing yoga, meditation. These things will legitimately make your life better because it's made mine better. That is why I'm preaching this stuff because I used to be an introvert. I used to play video games all day, every day. I already made a video like I'm retiring from gaming after 20 years. Like this gold play button you see behind me, this came from gaming. The silver play button back there, this came from gaming, right? Hours on end of gaming, staying up late to create content around gaming. It definitely took a toll, not on my just mental health, but my physical health as well. And now I'm at my physical right now. I'm at the most healthiest weight that I've ever been in, and this is somebody that was also in the military, right? I am currently at a really great area in my life, and I hope that you guys will take the accountability in yourselves to reach for the stars and become better. There are several things you can do with your life, and it's so easy because a lot of people are stuck online, stuck in the constantly comparing themselves. Like Haruka said several times in this video, she's comparing herself to her friends. And I can only imagine that you guys are comparing yourselves to celebrities, right? You're thinking you got to get rich, you got to have a fast car, you got to have a nice house by the age of 25. At what age do you think you're supposed to have it all? At what age are you supposed to have it all figured out? That's a great video by I believe it's like Country Ranch. Can't remember his name, but that gentleman there, he definitely gave a lot of wisdom to a lot of people because a lot of you need to stop comparing yourselves and stop trying to think that you can figure it all out in such a small amount of time. Stop putting timestamps on your success. Just go out and do the shit. Let it unfold in front of you, man, and the world will be absolutely yours, man. Go conquer that shit. Stay hard. It's your boy KhunShawn. Pause. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Shout out to my Discord because that's where this came from. You can join the Discord down below. Drop your videos, and I'll be checking them out when I get to. Anyways, y'all be safe out here, man. I actually care about y'all, man. So be safe. Sometimes y'all just need some tough love. Anyways, it's your boy KhunShawn, and y'all have a good one. Peace.